Hello Vibes family, hello Vibes. Welcome back to the Highest Good Tarot. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm coming on to do a quick love reading for the collective. I was just about to start a different reading, but Spirit put it on me to do a love message. So someone wants to hear a love message, okay? So we're gonna dive into it. If that's you, I'm doing this for you, okay? So we're going to dive into it right off the bat. I'm pulling from the romance angels to see what you need to know right now. What's going on in your love life? There's something you want to know. There's something you need to hear. So let's dive into it. Right. I hope that you all are well, safe, you're happy, you're at peace, and things is looking up for you. I don't know. Look, that one turned over. There's a separation going on. All right. It says, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. What I'm seeing right here in this picture, I feel like, now switch out the energies, but I feel like there's a male here whose heart is broken, or he's feeling a type of way, and he needs separation from his partner, from this lady. And I feel like this lady is trying to hold on to him and not get him to leave. I'm also picking up that this separation is from someone you may just be seeing on the side. And you may be trying to end a relationship or this situationship with this person on the side, and you telling them you can no longer do this, but she's trying to lure you in and keep you there. All right, let's see what else is going on, Spirit. What else is coming through? It says, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Let your friends help you. Now, this may be someone who's, going through a tough time. Or I feel like this is a lady who's about to get married or is supposed to be getting married. She may have some cold feet, or she may have some loose ends that she needs tied up, or help in, getting the arrangements, or, setting some things up. So don't try to do it all yourself. Ask your friends for help. They're there to assist you. What else is going on, Spirit? Okay. Honeymoon. Yes, somebody's going on a honeymoon. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I'm getting that someone is going on a honeymoon. Now, you may have been previously married already and didn't go on a honeymoon, and now you have a honeymoon coming up here soon. Or you could be this person who is about to get married, and you also will be going on a honeymoon. Either way, it's here. We're going to dive into it further. So, where do I want to go from here? We need to see what is going on. So this separation here says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And let's just see what we can get from this. All right. Okay. So the first one out was 5 of Pentacles. We got the Knight of Swords. We have the 10 of Wands. Let me just scoot this over because we're gonna look into each card one at a time. So we got the Ten of Wands, and we got Judgment here. And we also have Temperance in reverse. At the bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. So with this energy here, and with the cards that's on the table, with this Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, I'm picking up with this separation card that, once again, someone is feeling inadequate. They have come to a place of lack. They're no longer motivated by this. They're no longer wanting to be attached to this situation, because it's confusion here as well. And they just want to leave and break away so they can get some clarity with this Knight of Swords. I feel like with this Ten of Wands here, you've been carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. And this person may cause a lot of pressure. It may be taxing just for you to try to juggle this relationship or this side thing on the side. Now, this doesn't always have to be, this doesn't necessarily have to be someone in a side relationship, but this is just what I was picking up at first. But you could be in a relationship with this person who you want to break away from them, but they're just trying to keep you from going. But you're no longer wanting to be attached. Like, it's like they put a lot of weight on your shoulder, or it's a lot of weight just to be here. It's like it's stifling you. It's heavy on your heart, and you want to leave. And I feel like you're telling this to this person. They know that, but they don't want to give you up. They don't want to let go. Judgment is here because you are going through a judgment. You're looking at this, what may have been all fun and dandy, all type of feelings, you know. You might have been head over heels at first. Maybe you thought the grass was greener on the other side. But now judgment is being called. And you're surrendering to this. Okay, it was good while it lasted. But now judgment is here, and it's time for this thing to end. Temperance in reverse. This person having been I feel like it's just not fulfilling. It's not fulfilling. You're no longer head over heels with this situation. It's like you're drowning. And not in a good way. You ready to move on and let this go. You're open to meeting new people, or you just want to focus on something that's going to be building you up. For some of you, you may just want to focus on your finances right now, getting something off the ground. You don't have time for this, the problem that you're having in this relationship. Now, that won't be for all of you, but that's what's coming through. Let's see about this. Let your friends help you. What's going on here with this? Okay. So the first one is the Queen of Wands in reverse. The next one out is the Three of Cups. Then you got the Ten of Swords. And then the next one is the Queen of Pentacles. Let me see what the bottom of the deck is. The Five of Cups. So I'm getting with this, let your friends help you, because you've been putting a lot into getting things off the ground. Um, Whether this could be just like a dinner date, or what you call it, engagement party, or something that you're celebrating with family, okay? Some big event that you need some help with, okay? I really feel like this is someone who said, oh, okay, I got a lot to do and I'm not able to, handle all of this. But it's definitely with the 3 of Cups, it's a time of celebration. And you got your friends here that can help you. But the 10 of Swords is just like, oh, it's so much stress. It's putting you through so much trying to get it together. And I'm also getting that this is just how you feel in your energies. Like it's so much on you that you just can't bear. Like you can't juggle everything. And I feel like you'll be glad when it's all over. I'm just getting that energy. But on the other side of it, when it's all said and done, after it, you are the Queen of Wands here. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be setting pretty, all right? And no longer crying over spilled milk, okay? Okay, maybe some things didn't work out the way you wanted it to, or it might have been, you know, a little bit overbearing, but all is not lost. Some good things did come from it, okay? You're going to get the help that you need, but you're going to have to open your mouth and ask for it. Now, let's look at this honeymoon. And we will go back and clarify, y'all. So, I never did a reading laid out like this, but I'm just following spirit. So, the ones of you who are about to go on a honeymoon, it says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So, some of you may be going on your honeymoon around what is the next so-called holiday? Labor Day. Some of you may be planning a trip around that time, or toward the end of August and into Labor Day, okay? Or maybe you're planning your honeymoon for around another holiday, but this is the one that's coming up. All right, what's going on with this, spirit? Okay, now, and I have a card that's mixed in here from another deck, but hey, it's in here, so we're gonna look at it. So what we have here, first one is the King of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. That was with the 4 of Cups upright. Then we have the Queen of Swords and the 7 of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys the cards, but trust me. So what I'm getting with this, there's a male energy. This King of Cups is in reverse. I feel like this King of Cups, this guy, he wasn't on the same page as you as wherever you want to go on this honeymoon. He's really not feeling it, okay? And Queen of Wands in reverse, you feel like you may not can make it happen. But 4 of Cups is here. You're going to have a handout from Spirit. You're not going to just be on a place where you're going to be bored, okay? Because that's what I get. Every time I get the 4 of Cups, this is like, I'm just in contentment. I'm really bored with this, but I'm just here, okay? I'll shut my mouth and I'll just try to make it through it. But this is not really how I want to feel or where I want to be. Or maybe this is what the King of Cups is. Maybe this is his energy, saying, I'll go along with it, but that ain't what I want to do. But then the Queen of Swords is here, who is ready to cut through whatever problem or situation that there is in order to get to this place, okay? And there may be some type of challenge here with the Seven of Wands. But she gonna stand on what she believe is right, or what she want to do this time. It may be a conflict of the of beliefs, but this Queen of Swords here, I feel like she's the one that's standing on what she believe and what she want, and this honeymoon got something to do with that, or what she believe in. What it may not be traditional for anyone else, what they call a honeymoon, but it's what you call a honeymoon. It doesn't have to look like what someone else calls one. And I'm getting that this male or your partner may not be whoever I'm speaking to. Your partner may not be on the same page as far as the emotion. It's so thrilled about this destination of the honeymoon, but they're willing to go on with it in contentment. And I feel like you're going to go off without a hatch. It's going to be okay. But we're going to clarify all of these. Yes, we will. We're going to dive right into clarifying this Five of Pentacles on this first situation with the separation. Time apart from your partner is on horizon. Clarify this Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Swords. It says, you are strong, energetic, ready to take on the world. Fearless, ambitions, competitive, logical, scientific, skillful, brave, and clever. Yes, like I said before, this person is ready to move, run away from this situation. I don't know whatever it is, but it's no longer fitting, because this is the Knight of Swords twice in the same deck, two different decks. Knight of Swords here and the Knight of Swords here. So this Five of Pentacles, you feel in lack because you want to move energetically from this. Let's take another one. Got the Five of Wands, and it kind of the King of Wands, it kind of want to come out here sideways, but I'm turning it upright. It says, use the dynamic energy of a leader. This is talking about visionary, expansion, strength, power, will, courage, and leadership. So I feel like this person, they coming to you truthful and saying, I know this may hurt you, and it hurts me too, but it's time for us to separate, until we figure out what is really going on here, until I'm at a better space, because this ain't cutting it. That's the energy that I'm getting, you guys. So let's clarify this Knight of Swords that's here. The world, everything you have worked for is coming together. Accomplishment, success, completion, perfection, recognition, mastery. Yeah, you moving on. This situation done ended. It was what it was. Let's take another one. You're trying to get away. You're trying to get clarity. Okay? Ten of Pentacles. It says everything, intuition and wisdom from all stages of life, legacy, inheritance, family, prosperity, security, pinnacle of success. This makes me feel like, which I kind of got some of that before, that you may be someone who have a family, and this person you're dealing with is a person on the side. Now you ready trying to get back to your family, and you wanting to go back, wrap this up, and start focusing on your happy family, happy life. This little rendezvous is over. You have ten of Wands here. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is clarified by the doggone Ten of Swords. Yes, this was a lot of weight on you, a lot of pressure. This person that you were with, very demanding, very hasty, very putting a lot of pressure on you, and responsibilities. They may have been a type of person who said, well, you the one pursued me, or you made me this way. But anyway, it says worrying changes nothing. Decide your next step. This talks about anxiety, hopelessness, captivity, worry, imprisonment, victimization. And that's the energy that I was getting with this. And like I said, switch out the energy. But I'm feeling like it's a male who, this is taxing on him. And he's ready to get away from this. Okay? He's telling you, it's separation is at hand. All right? Let's take another one. The Knight of Pentacles. It says, take a methodical approach and you'll achieve your dreams. Conservative, methodical, dull, dependable, patient, clever, efficient, responsible. And I feel like he's taking responsible for whatever part he played in this. It may not have been right, you know, and he knew it all along, but he went in and fell into it. It was what it was. But now, you know, he's being the big person. And he's saying it's time to separate. Judgment here. Let's take one for Judgment. Why is Judgment here? I got two cards. The Hanged Man. Look at the world from a different perspective. Waiting, sacrifice, hesitation, suspension, recalibration. And then the Nine of Wands. Believe in yourself and have courage to continue. This says courage, persistence, strength, unshakable force, great success, health, discipline, and valor. The Judgment is here because this person is looking at it from another angle now. Okay, he done switched his mind about this. He done changed his perception of what this is or what it could be. And as tough as it is, it's got to end. It's completion. And he's going to go on through with it, okay? And he's brave enough to say, it's over. It's done ran its course. Let's clarify this Temperance in reverse here. Clarify the Temperance in reverse. Okay. Temperance in reverse is clarified by the Nine of Cups, which says, everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success, happiness, compassion, trust in the universe, high-minded optimism. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse that says, money regained after severe toil, determined, obstinate, recovery, assistance, gift. Now, mind you that the first card out here on this situation when we looked into it was the Five of Pentacles. And here it is in reverse. Once you go ahead and leave this situation here, you're going to recover everything that you lost. Because you may have lost some pentacles here dealing with this lady. You might have been taken away from your family, taken away from your relationship, and spending time on hotel rooms or flowers, gifts, birthdays, holiday. You know, wooing this other lady or man. Take it how it resonates. You lost. But you're going to be finding wish fulfillment in, you know, more emotionally intact when you put this thing to an end. Okay, you have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So let's clarify that. The Three of Pentacles that was at the bottom of the deck. So I'm getting with you, whoever that needs to make this separation. That's going to be the best thing for you. Judgment is here, and you are ready to accept your judgment, and that's the best thing. Okay, you got clarifying the Three of Pentacles. You got the Page of Pentacles, which talks about focus on your goals and bring great success. It talks about ideals, opportunities, eagerness, courage, ambition, loyalty. Yeah, what did I say? I said some of you want to just focus on your pentacles. You know, this is that. Looking at new ways that you can build some success, build your money. Yeah, you showing up as the emperor. You ready to get back on your game. You ready to, it says, own your space with confidence. War, conquest, victory, strife, ambition, divine masculine, structure, control. Yes, you showing up as the emperor to get back in control of your life and not just let it spiral or be led astray into, this, whatever this situation was. So you're making the best choice to go on and separate yourself from that. So now I'm going to pick these up and clarify the next situation with let your friends help you. I'm going to clarify it. All right, so let's do a little shuffle. Do a little shuffle. Yes, because with this, you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. You had the Three of Cups, the Ten of Swords. You had the Queen of Pentacles. And you had, that's all you had. And at the bottom of the deck, you had the Five of Cups. So let's clarify this. Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. Queen of Wands in reverse is clarified by the Queen of Swords. So it says, your clear communication express what's best for all. Intelligent, quick, complexity, graceful, observant, perceptive. So yeah, you need to go ahead and you don't feel like you can make something happen. But the Queen of Swords is saying getting clear, communicate with your communication and expressing it. So yeah, go ahead and ask your friends for some help. It said let your friends help you. And I feel like you got people around you who is there to help you. Just open your mouth and ask for it. Let's take another one. Let's take another one for the Queen of Wands. The Nine of Cups. Yes, just ask. Everything have turned out well. Enjoy your success. Happiness, high-minded, trust in the universe, optimism. Now let's clarify the Three of Cups. This one to come out, which is the Five of Wands. It says learn to take life as it comes, both positive and negative. This talks about argument, inner or outer conflict, boldness, tension, struggle, rivalry, competition. Let's take another one. Clarify this Three of Cups here with the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, these are working together, collaboration. Once you ask your friends for some help, they're going to help you. This says reach out for the help that you need when you need it. My God, Spirit is making this as clear as day for you guys. If you're struggling with getting whatever it is off the ground, which I feel like is some type of party or got something to do with in your relationship, a meeting, gathering or engagement, ask your friends for help. Cooperation, game, teamwork, creativity, realization, influence, common goals. I feel like you put a lot of pressure on yourself with this Ten of Swords. Let's clarify it. Okay, this is your thoughts that has got you really overthinking things. You got the King of Wands. Use the dynamic energy of a leader, visionary, successful, swift, strength, power, will, courage, expansion, leadership. Yeah, you overthinking it. And I mean, I get it. You want things to be perfect, but you don't have to do it all yourself. Delegate some help. It's here for you. They're going to help you. There's the Tower. And this talks about always expect the unexpected. Well, it says collapse, upheaval, destruction, a foundational shift, reality check, ambition, adversity. And I feel like this may be a reality check for you. I'm not really feeling like this tower is something bad. But you did have the Five of Cups, like I was saying, that was at the bottom of the deck. I said some things may have not happened the way that you wanted to happen, but you know, it you're not crying over spilled milk. All is not lost. So even though things wasn't exactly perfect, you still, was coming out, showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. So let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles, I see this Ten of Wands. But yeah, you was putting a lot of that, trying to think you had to do it all yourself. This talks about there's always another way to do something. And that other way for you involved you asking for help that you need. So let's take another one for this Queen of Pentacles. Because you were putting a lot of pressure on yourself, thinking, you had so much to do that But see, the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the by the Two of Pentacles. Once you asked for help, you was able to juggle and find a balance with the rest of whatever you needed to get done. It says find balance in your life to build your success. Balance, adaptability, change in circumstance. Okay? And then, okay, that was that. And then you had the Five of Cups that was at the bottom of the deck. Let me clarify it. So whoever this is that I'm speaking to, who was putting all of this stress on yourself, just ask your friends to help you. Let your friends help you. All right, Five of Cups. Let's clarify the Five of Cups. Something wasn't exactly the way you wanted it, but it's nothing to worry about. It's clarified by the King of Swords. It says, think things through from all perspectives. Precision, articulate, truthful, cautious, design and plans, control but determined. Okay? Let's take another one for the Five of Cups. Take one more. You have the Moon, which says, be careful of seeing things that are not there. See? Subconscious, illusion, fear, intuition, mystery, deception, dissatisfaction. See? You may be thinking it should be one way, or you might have been thinking you wanted things to be so perfect, or maybe you think your in-laws or the other people, whoever was involved in this situation, you was trying to impress them. You wanted things to be perfect. You think they would judge you this, that, if it doesn't. But it doesn't have to be, okay? A lot of that is just how you thinking. It was just in your mind. Okay? So find another way of looking at it. Be careful into looking at things thinking it's a certain way and it's really not. So my advice to you is just ask for help. Rethink things. Don't read too much into it, okay? Don't, it doesn't have to be perfect. So now we're going to pick these up and clarify the last situation with the honeymoon. Those of you who will be planning a honeymoon soon. First, you had the King of Cups. And you had the Queen of Wands. That was out with the Four of Cups. Let's clarify. First, let me give this another shuffle. Let's just shuffle this up a little bit. Okay. We have to freshen these cards. And I just did it with these and to keep from just pulling another deck. So let's clarify this King of Cups in reverse. That felt like the male, just ain't feeling maybe it's the selection of this honeymoon. It's clarified by the Knight of Wands, which talks about now is a good time to do what you want to do. This talks about energy, passion, adventure, generous, impetuous, courage, departure. Once again, I feel like the male here, he kind of want to do something else. This is not, wherever location of honeymoon that y'all have is really not what he had in mind. But he's willing to go on and look at it as an adventure is what I'm getting. Let's take another one for this. King of Cups. Look, the Queen of Cups. Your counterpart is that you're going to do this for your counterpart. That queen, it says, be open to receive the healing and nurturing you need. Imaginative, kind, good-natured, compassionate, calm, receptive embodiment. So you're going to do it because your mate wants you to do it, okay? You're going to embrace that love and nurturing energy that she has. And you're going to be open to it. This Queen of Wands in reverse, I feel like it was whatever this person was, your mate, kind of like, okay, she didn't know if it was going to happen, but it is going to happen. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands that's in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles is showing up in reverse. So I feel like the lady in this situation, she may have thought, she didn't know if it was going to happen because she don't know if the Pentacles is going to be here, if you all going to have what you need. But this talks about problems, insecurity, failure, slothfulness, dullness of mind, and instability. So I feel like she didn't know if the finances, the resources was going to be there to allow you all to go on this honeymoon or go to this place that you want to go. But I feel like it's going to work out in the end. We'll see. Let's take another one for this Queen of Wands in reverse. Let's take another one. Well, you got the Moon here that's showing up, and you got the King of Swords that's in reverse. Now the Moon says, be careful of seeing things that are not there. Illusion, fear, intuition, deception, mystery, and dissatisfaction. So beware of those thoughts of lack. I feel like you don't want to get into that. Now the King of Swords being in reverse says malicious, plotting, obstinate manipulation, severe, ruthless, and harsh. Now, I want you to use your discernment with this, because I feel like there may be some, because I feel like, I'm just going to say it, I feel like this, your mate, the money, the finances is there, but they may just be plotting something else, or being rude about it because of the situation or some situation that's here. But it's all going to be worked out. Four of Cups, let's clarify. Four of Cups is coming out clarified by the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups says everything you planned for has worked out. This talks about belonging, happiness, lasting success, home, feeling blessed, generosity, controlment, and family. Okay? It's all going to work out because you deserve this. Okay? I'm trying to clarify it once more, and you have two more. Believe in your personal power. You will this to happen. It's going to happen. This talks about justice, boldness, dominion, decision, planning, and first steps. And you have the Star here. It says all your dreams are coming true. Opportunities, renewal, faith, hope, healing, rejuvenation, and unexpected help. I feel like the Queen here is manifesting this. She calling in the help. She's standing in her power, and that's why it's going to happen. You're showing up as a star. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords, because this person, like I told you beginning, she's going to cut through all the bull crap. She's going to cut through whatever challenge or obstacle it is and get some clarity here. Whatever the problem is, she was going to get down to it. So Queen of Swords is being clarified by the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This talks about greed, materialism, lack of originality, possessiveness, obstacles. Didn't I tell you that she's going to cut through those obstacles? Let's take another one. Clarify the Queen of Swords. King of Wands. Use the dynamic energy of a leader. Visionary, successful, swift, strength, power, will, courage, and leadership. I told you, she willed this in with her power, the strength. She willed it in. Hope, faith. It's sort of like manifesting it to happen. And it's going to happen. 7 of Wands. Let's clarify the 7 of Wands. That's the 3 of Pentacles that was caught in my hand. Let's clarify the 7 of Wands, please and thank you. 7 of Wands is clarified by strength. What did I just say? This strength keep coming out again. It says you don't know your own strength until it's tested. You didn't know if it was going to happen until you willed it so. And that was happening. You're going to go on this honeymoon. You're going to go where it is you want to go. It says self-assurance, confidence, passion, resilience, courage, and inner power. You stepping into your inner power. Okay? Let's take another one. Or what's that for this? Yeah, let's take another one for the King of Wands. You have Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles says focus on your goals to bring great success, ideas, opportunity, eagerness, diligence, courage, ambition, curiosity, and loyalty. And that's why you got to where you're going. You know? You have that focus on that goal. When you manifest, that's where you want to go. That's what you want to do. And that's how you got it. Let's clarify the Hierophant that was at the bottom of the deck. What is this? Or whether you standing in your belief on what you feel. Yeah, there's some conflict of beliefs here. It says, learn to take life as it comes, both positive and negative, with this 5 of Wands here. Talks about argument, inner or outer conflict, boldness, struggle, competition, and rivalry. Okay? Maybe it felt like it was a little back and forth. Well, I want to do this. Well, I believe we should do this. I believe we should do that. Whatever it was. Okay? But you just have to take the good with the bad. And I feel like this King of Cups at the beginning, that's you. You just have to, you may not like some things about what your counterpart, your partner believes in. You may not like some things. Y'all may not share the same beliefs. I don't know why this is coming through. You may not share the same beliefs on some things. She may have some things she don't like about you. You may have some things you don't like about her. But regardless of that, you know what it was in the beginning. Okay? All right? Whatever conflict it is, it's not going to stop you. You have to take the good and the bad. Take the good with the bad is what I'm saying. Is what the card says. So let's take another one. 8 of Swords. This says, it seems like you're blocked, but you can still take a step. This talks about disempowered, fears, doubts, uncontrolled thoughts, fruitless overthinking, and captivity. So somebody may feel like, okay, you got me doing something that I don't want to do. You're just trying to take me captive, got me constrained because I can't say nothing. I can't speak my truths, or I can't be a certain way. Or this could just be, self-sabotage. Either way, you're going to find a way to work through. You got to find a way to work through those struggles. It seemed like you blocked, but you still can move. So we're going to get y'all some final messages. Final messages, Spirit, for each group. I guess I should have did this in picker cards, but it is what it is. Final messages for the situation where there's a separation that's at hand. Final messages. Well, should I say the outcome? Whichever way. You got quite a few. You got the Grim Reaper. It says the relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Wow, you can't make this up. Didn't I say this is what that needs to happen? This male is ready to leave. Okay, this situation, it was good while it lasted. It's over. You got abundance here that's in reverse, but I don't read these cards in reverse. It said keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. But I told you this person is want to now focus on their pentacles, their abundance. So when you focus on that and keep a positive mindset, that's what you will manifest. You have boat, and it says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Can't make it up. There's the closure issues, because I feel like this female is not wanting to end it. She don't want it to close, but you're having closure. It says talking. It said interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hoovering. Okay? And then photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. And I feel like this is timely for you, because that's the energy that I was getting with this person. He's missing. He probably looking back and seeing the good photos of his home, his partner. And like I said, switch out the energies. But you have something good. Or maybe you're, going to see photos and nostalgia about when it was good. But this situation is over, okay? Now, let's pull some for the second situation. Put these back and give it a shuffle. For you who need to let your friends help you, let's get some final messages. Final messages. Okay. The first one that came out for you is soulmates. It says soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. So there's no need to worry. I feel like because I said it seems like it was an engagement or a marriage or something. I feel like this person is going to be your soulmate. That's why stressing over wanting things to be perfect. Don't be too much in your head. So you have soulmates. You have clock, need time, takes time and time, cycles, time to heal, in progress. Okay. Just need, to work through whatever it is. It'll all get better in time. And maybe the clock is here because you was putting so much weight on yourself, thinking you had to do it all in a certain amount of time and a deadline. But you asking your friends for help is what gets you over there. Okay, get you to where you need to be. You have Cupid's arrow. It says have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation or meeting, hesitation. Okay. You have Cupid arrow. You have camera. It says reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Okay. And you have sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. You may have somebody that's looking in at you. I don't feel like the person that you're getting involved with is just going to be gaslighting you. Okay, I think this is your thoughts, your perception is what this is. You need to change your perception, because you did get the moon as well saying be careful about, seeing things that's not really there. So those are your final messages. And congratulations to whoever it is that is getting engaged or having an engagement party or getting married, okay? So this last situation for you who is planning a honeymoon. All right. Let's get you some final messages. Final messages. I got these upside down. Final messages, Spirit, for this last situation with this honeymoon. Okay. So the first one out is Phoenix. It says new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. What did I tell you? Just like the phoenix rising up from the ashes. That King of Cups at first wasn't feeling it, but his mind has changed. He had a change of mind because the Queen of Cups, she stepped in, okay? And he changed his mind. All right? Mask. This says not showing true feelings, hide personality, pretend, delude, gaslighting. So it may be a little bit of gaslighting at first because this person was acting like they just open to anything and they're willing to go here, but at the same time they really wasn't feeling that. They really wasn't, I feel like didn't even really mean it when they said it. They were just gaslighting. But now you forced to say what you mean and mean what you say. You said we can go here, now we're going here. That's what I feel like with that situation. Then you have girl with a snake. It says empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used, enabled, and boundaries. Okay? And maybe this person's not going to be used and say, ain't you're not gonna charm me. Or maybe she charmed her mate to get to where they're going. And then you have paradise. What did I say? You're gonna take this honeymoon. So this says happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Honeymoon. It says enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together. And this is enjoying each other. So it all works out good in the end for all of you, whoever I'm speaking to. All three of this situation, it all worked out good in the end. This is a message somebody needed to hear right now, and I'm glad I was able to do that for you. I hope it finds who it needs to find. I hope this has helped you all in some way. Thank you all for stopping by, and until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and high vibes.